G'day and welcome to Dodge This, the channel that's all about Guild Wars 2. This is Texx
And Kaaboose.
and today we'll be going over crafting in Guild Wars 2.
First up, I'd like to say that going into this stress test, my crafting experience in Guild Wars 2 was limited to knowing how to collect materials. That's all.
Which is why it was decided that you would stick to what you knew best.
Yes, I was the farming bitch.
I'd planned to get started on my main before Kaaboose got home from work.
I'd had a 12-hour shift that didn't end until an hour after the stress test began.
However, I was unable to log in on my main for the first hour and pretty much began just as Kaaboose got home.
Unfortunately, Mardu wasn't as patient as Texx, and seeing as it was almost 6 AM, he went back to sleep 10 minutes before the beta was accessible.
Poor Mardu. I'd already decided that I'd be doing cooking as one of my trade skills, and Ask Cheeks requested that we try jewel crafting. So with that decided, I went to Holbrook to learn them.
While I set off to put my life on the line for a bunch of rocks and vegetables.
A noble quest indeed. The first thing I was surprised to learn was that cooking was an advanced art that required more coin and karma than other professions.
Well, I'd take a good meal over a shiny rock any day.
First, let's take a look at the interface. The first tab is the Discovery tab, where you combine ingredients to make new recipes. The second tab is the Production tab. Here you can make recipes you already know, providing you have all the required materials. The next tab is the Bank tab, which is a godsend. I nearly cried realising I was able to access my storage while crafting. No more tedious running back and forth. The last tab is the Collections tab, which is another section of your storage, where all the collectibles you deposit end up. You might be asking, why are you buying all those ingredients without first looking at what you need to level?
I know I was.
Well, having done a little crafting before, I was familiar with the Discovery feature, and you want a mix of ingredients to make use of it. So first up, let's go to the Production tab and see what we can make. By clicking on the ball of dough, it brings up a list of what we need to make it. Anything highlighted red means we either do not have that ingredient or do not have enough of it. The number to the left is how many we need, the number to the right is how many we have. You can see the dyes require far more ingredients than the dough, so for now let's avoid those for the purposes of leveling this profession. Notice that the ooze custard is red. This is because it requires a cooking skill of 5 to create. The system is kind enough to show recipes you'll be able to create in the near future, so you can prepare ingredients beforehand. For now, the balls of dough and some seasoning look like a good place to start, so I click the Collections tab and start grabbing some ingredients. Back to the Production tab. Now you'll notice the number 10 next to the ball of dough. This is letting us know in advance we have enough ingredients to make 10 balls of dough. Here we can adjust how many we want to craft. For now, let's just make one. As you can see, we gained experience towards crafting and experience towards our character level. Watch as I make more. See how the amount of experience I gain gets less the more I make? So let's try making something else. Now that I have 6 points in cooking, we can make the ooze custard, but since we don't have the ingredients, let's make some seasonings. This time, let's use the Craft All button. Notice how it got faster each time? No need to go AFK when crafting stuff in bulk.
No one can match my brilliance.
So now I'm a level 25 novice chef, and I just gained a character level from crafting. You may notice a lot of new recipes just appeared in the Productions tab. This is because you learn some recipes automatically as you gain skill points in your chosen profession, so there's no need to go learn them from a trainer. That's the basics of a trade skill. While you could level a profession to maximum this way, it would be really boring. Why don't we skip ahead a bit and move on to the Discovery tab. The icons here are all items I have in my bags that can be used in cooking. The ingredients in red are ones I don't have a high enough skill in cooking to use. Let's deposit a few of those into the bank so we have space for our new creations. Now to start discovering, simply drag an ingredient into the Discovery area. There are 29 possible recipes involving onions. All the ingredients that are greyed out are not part of these. It seems there's only one recipe that needs onions and mushrooms, but I need to have 125 points in cooking to create it. So let's try something else. Onion and carrots together are used in 5 recipes. Let's add a slab of meat. Looks like soy sauce can be used as well, so let's add that. Eureka! The blue drumstick icon lets us know that we've discovered something new, but we do need one more slab of meat to make it. Maybe later. Let's try something with bread, and maybe some meat. There we go. Bread plus slab of red meat equals Hamburger! You can now see hamburger in the production tab. Notice it's greyed out, but I still got experience for making it. This is because you get rewarded with experience every time you make something new. Here's a few other examples.
Alright! All you need now is to discover the recipe for Coke and we can open our own in-game Hungry Jack!
Really? If I discover the recipe for Coke, that's what you want me to do with it?
So that's cooking in a nutshell then! Why not show them jewel crafting?
Okay, but it's pretty much the same thing, except with metals and stones. First, let me start by pointing out that you'll need a lot of copper. First up, let's make a decent amount of copper ingots. Thanks science for the craft all button.
Look at that EXP go!
That's right. I'm the best.
Oh, so modest!
Now we'll make some hooks, bands, and settings.
I sent you some gems to use!
And lots of other crap too, I see.
I figured the cooking stuff you could use later.
And the tattered scraps?
I guess you can't use those in cooking. Or could you?
No! Let's deposit the cooking supplies into collectibles and throw those scraps into the bank. Thanks for the dyes though, I'll use those.
Oh crap, did I send you those as well?
And now we're ready for the gems. As you can see, we don't know any recipes to create any jewellery, but you know from our cooking experience that won't be a problem.
Discovery tab?
That's right. So we'll start with a hook, then a gem, and I still need something else. A setting, of course. We have discovered turquoise copper stud. As you can see, it's now in the production tab.
I can't believe I'm actually wanting to go to town and craft now. Even if it is only so I can mess around with the discoveries tab.
It's one of the best features of the system. Let's try a few more combinations.
It looks like you're going to be earning a lot of bonus experience by discovering new things with this profession. Actually, I'm feeling left out here.
Hey, that's mine!
Here we are. Let me share a few of the things I've learnt about collecting so far. Besides the fact that raptors seem to have a fondness for lettuce, I've learnt you need higher level gathering tools to collect higher level materials. However, I cannot equip the higher level gathering tools yet. I can't seem to find a gathering skill anywhere on my character sheet, so I guess I just need to level my character some more before I can equip these higher level gathering tools. Although I did find this mystic sickle in a mystic chest that I might have been able to use to harvest higher level stuff based on the description, but I wasn't able to find anything to test it on before the beta ended. Using lower level tools on higher level resource nodes, I only gathered ruined resources. Wait, hang on. I just got a high level gem out of a higher level node with low gathering tools. Maybe it only destroys common materials. At the very least, I got some experience for trying to collect them. Speaking of which, I was level 11 when I started this, and now I'm level 13, though I did get a lot of that for exploring, killing near nodes, and the odd distraction.
Like that skill point? Let's see, I was level 11 when I started, and now I'm level 14.
3 levels in 3 hours from crafting. 2 and a bit levels from running around collecting stuff. It's not far off how much experience my Mesmer was getting in low-level World vs. World. I guess I was gaining the amount of experience intended in there. Oh. Well, I think that wraps up the basics of crafting. Do you have anything more to add?
There is one thing. You can buy and find recipes from various places throughout the game, but at this stage I'm unsure whether or not you can simply make those recipes if you already know what the ingredients are via the Discovery tab. Would this make these recipes worthless since you could just look them up?
Good question. Damned if I know. Anyone out there have an answer to this? If so, leave us a comment. Alright then, thanks everybody for watching, and I hope this was useful to you. As always, please feel free to leave us comments below, or email us at dodgethisbam@yahoo.com.au with any questions, comments, queries, or complaints you may have. Alright, this has been Kaaboose.
And Texx.
And we'll see you next time.